Hey everyone, welcome to my newest Let's Play for Lacuna. This is a sci-fi noir detective game, and despite visually looking like a sort of point-and-click adventure, it's not. In fact, the developers, Digitales Interactive, a German company, kind of says in jest that they drove away the baggage of many adventure game tropes and they cross out point and click and all the normal point and click features, instead replacing them with their own story driven experience as a platformer. So it's a bit modernized. Every decision matters, no takebacks, there's no going back, which means I'll probably regret my own choices immediately. But so Digitales Interactive, it's a German indie studio that actually got part of its funding from the German state, which is always cool to see investments from the public into gaming companies. I'm playing this on GOG, where it's currently 80% off. An insane deal for a game like this. GOG's not a sponsor, but I do love DRM free games because I can download and back them up forever. And stuff does disappear from the internet no matter what people say, so it's nice knowing that I can still play this even if it vanishes one day. Now, I grew up on point and click adventures like Monkey Island, Legends of Kyrandia, Full Throttle, Day of the Tentacle, the classics. But Lacuna apparently takes that investigative gameplay and makes it more immersive. You can still move freely, you still can't brute force puzzles, and maybe it's harder to sort of cheat with saves to get your way out of bad decisions. So let's see if I can actually solve a case, or if, we'll just ruin the world or send the wrong guy to jail. But anyway, let's jump in. I did check out the settings ahead of time. I'm going to leave the dialogue timer on for now. We'll see if I need to change that later, like for content. I did turn this setting off to reveal dialogue text over time, just so I can sort of read ahead as needed for commentary. Yeah, let's get started. I know nothing about the story, besides this is a sci-fi noir detective game. I have to wonder when we can reasonably stop putting that disclaimer about the save file thing at the start of games, because we've been doing it for decades now, right? I feel like everyone knows that. And there are games where save files do get corrupted, and that's never a good thing, but I don't think there's like a legal reason why companies still need to give that sort of warning, or if it's just like warning in good faith. Just so when you report the problem, they can point at it and say, hey, didn't you read the disclaimer at the beginning? And you to walking pretty slow. I can sprint with shift. W and S to use stairs. You can only walk down the middle. Yeah, we found that out already. Mira, over here. Is my name Mira, or was he saying look in Spanish? The icon in the bottom right indicates that you can move on with the dialogue by pressing E. Or click. My name is Mira. Noel, long time no see. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to read all the dialogue out loud or leave that to you. But I suppose people like to watch in the background, so I'll see if I can keep up. Yeah, it's been a while. I heard that a ship with new people arrived last night. I had a feeling you might be in there. How was your journey through space? It sucked. It felt like I was buried alive with my parents. You're headed downstairs, right? I'll come with you. So how's life on Drovia? I didn't really feel like it at first. There's not much going on here yet. Hard to imagine it's going to be like New Joran one day. But when you think about it, it's actually pretty cool. What is? Making history and stuff. Conquering a foreign planet, building the first ever Saviant colony. Isn't that exciting? I don't know. I feel like I've seen most of this place already. Well, they're still building it. By the way, where do you live? Our apartment is on floor -8, near the stairs up to the common area. No way. You got one of those fancy apartments? I mean, ours is alright too. I think it's because of my parents' job. All the scientists are in that area. Anyway, I've got to get back home. Recess is almost over, and maybe you can show me around later. Actually, before you go, there's something I want to show you. Can it wait until this afternoon? I don't want to be late. Who cares? Come on, it's really cool. Today is my first day at school here. I don't want to make a bad impression. What do you want to show me? So here's our first decision. Select with AD and E123 or click to select the dialogue option. Later choices will be on the timer, which can be disabled in the settings. Okay. How cool is it though? I feel bad, because it seemed like he might be sort of either less privileged than my character's family, and I don't want to feel like I don't have time for him, you know what I mean? Then again, first impressions, first day of school. Yeah, let's go check it out. Let's make it quick. I better not regret it, because there's no going back. W to go up. Are we allowed here? The sign says this is restricted. I got the entrance code. My older brother works in there. Well, that's irresponsible. See, the elevator takes... I don't know. There's nobody up there. It's going to be awesome. You'll see. So we're going up the dome. If someone sees us, I'm going to tell them it was your idea. So it's got control right now. Cool. Pretty cool concept of what we might have to live in one day. The entrance to the mines. Yeah, pretty impressive. And your brother works down there. Did you see the flag on these boxes? That's Gara's. So, why are they bringing stuff to our colony? Why wouldn't they? Maybe they're spying on our cool mining tech. Gara is not our enemy. We trade with them and stuff. If you were unloading espionage equipment, would you print your face on the box? Really gotta run. Thanks for showing me the place. It's really cool. Don't tell anyone. Give me a new cell. We have to reconnect. And technology never changes. Though I feel like I never do the whole near field communication cell transfers like they advertise them as being this big life-changing thing to trade information. Just text. C to open the cell. Here's our cell. You can see our objective. I wish I had that in real life. Show my objectives for the day without me having to actually type anything in. Keep track of who said what. Cool. I'm locked to just these two for now, it seems. That would be useful too. Oh, my wife would hate it. The ability to go back and recall entire conversations transcribed. Alright. We are late for school. What is outline mode? H turns it on and off. Does it seem like it's darker? Did we spend all day there? Can't recall. M does not open a map. That truck blocks me. I guess we did come down some steps. Yeah. Wait, no. How do I get to where I need to be? I guess that's what this arrow means. Nah, underground, I see. So it wasn't negative. Calling the elevator, or opening. Some nice credits. I do like the way they do the credits. I enjoy it when games do this. I do feel like I pay more attention to them than just scrolling them at the end of the game or even at the beginning, like on a black screen. Nobody reads those except the people that are in them, or those people's families, or trying to show people. But here, you know, it really sort of stands out. You're still taking in the environment. Some peaceful music. It's kind of a cool underground base. Sector 2. Got a green wall for oxygen and beautification, and oxybar, I guess, for breathing. Flavored oxygen. What is this, Los Angeles? Shipment of Karshi green caramel bars just arrived. No way, you have deep fried tulpa fish. Damn right we do. It's my first day here. I'm happy surf tulpa. It was my favorite dish back home. So you want some? I'm in a hurry. School's about to start, but I'll be back this afternoon. Excuse me 1 second. I'm going to change a setting on my microphone to improve my own feedback. So I'm going to pause for a while. And we're back. Not sure if we're supposed to head down there. Oh, I guess we are, because that's blocked off. Fairly linear so far. That looks like it's blocking me. And that's taking control here. I guess you can see that on the top left. I didn't notice that little cinematic button. Get on the computer. So I'm on. What am I? I'm inside. Building, I suppose. Quote unquote building. A hatch. E to talk. Out to the... Well, this is fairly modern now. Just a quick little Zoom class. Make sure to arrive on time. Okay, so we missed the learning platform and the curriculum for this year. You'll be taught about the same topics as you would back home. Today we're going to go over some basic facts about our solar system. This won't be news to most of you. Same page, everyone. Can I skip the lesson and come back later? Nope. Let me ask my dad. I'm sure he'll write me a note. Classes are mandatory, even for the son of our chief of security. You were all given a map of the solar system. I can see that some of you have already put it up on the wall. Very nice. Take a moment to double check if it's there. You may need it for your next assignment. Toggle your AR module's investigation mode. Highlight nearby objects you can examine. So spacebar. Oh. Then investigate with E. Note that you cannot interact with anyone or anything while in investigation mode. Spacebar. Cool. So there's the map of Sector 2, I suppose. Safe room all the way over here. Second, I guess, purple floor. Emergency escape plan shown in there. Safe rooms. Here are the planets. So Gara we talked about with Noah. believe we're on Drovia. I don't remember. New Jorn was mentioned. Map of the 6 and their moons. Hey sweetie, we just missed you. Have fun in class. We'll be back this afternoon. So both parents are with us, it seems. We all have the poster. I also have another resource for you, an excerpt from a recent news article. I'm sending you both the sheet and the article. Open your cell and check your news and sheets tab. Submit the sheet when you think you've got it. It can be useful to stop and think. Some benches, sofas, and chairs offer a place to sit down, take your cell, and go over everything you know so far. Cute. I wonder if that has an actual like gameplay mechanic benefit. So I can sit here. So we received a news article. It'll be in the news tab. Makes sense. Sheets are added to this tab. Select the correct answers to fill the gaps. When the sheet is due, a submit button appears. Okay. You only have one shot. News. Oh boy. You know what? Give me one moment. I'm going to prepare a notepad in case we need it. Does this work? Cute. Okay, I have a little stream deck set up to show my notepad as needed. Okay. For almost 4 centuries, lithium technology was the be-all and end-all in battery technology. That is correct. Nobody would have predicted this sudden rise of tellurium-based energy. 2 years ago, scientists first succeeded in producing a tellurium-based prototype that far exceeded its lithium counterpart. Storage capacity, weight, power, and longevity. When vast amounts of the supposedly rare tellurium ore were discovered in Drovia, a new gold rush began, like which we haven't seen since Gar's first lunar colonies. Gara and a group of Savians, migrants from New Joran, so the Savians are from New Joran, have already secured their spot on the planet's surface, eager to participate in this next technological revolution. So basically, on that map, the leftmost Gara and the rightmost New Joran both are converging on Drovia in the middle because it has tellurium ore. The first colony outside of the cradle of humanity, was built in 1608. It was a small science base on Millen, one of the planet's 3 moons. Fast forward to today, humanity has conquered most of the solar system. The colonization of Drovia started only about a year ago. Savians from New Joran, the closest planet to Drovia, have now established their own colony. Your new home, Sector 2 on Drovia. This not only gives us Savians our very own nation, but also access to one of the world's most sought-after resources, tellurium. Due to technological innovations, the price of tellurium has skyrocketed over the last year. I'm guessing that first one was Gara, because Drovia was not colonized, and we're from New Joran. And I believe Gara had 3 moons. Let's double check really quick. Can I still look at this? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 has 3 moons. So we know that's Gara. Let's sit back down to finish it. I don't think we actually have to sit down, but I think it's cute. So Gara, New Joran, tellurium. Submit our homework. Receive your sheet. First answer is correct. Humanity originated on Gara and settled the other planets. Second one was easy. Savians from New Joran created their own colony. And the last one, tellurium, very valuable. Uh-oh, something has happened. Call is interrupted. Structural breach. 60 seconds. You know what? I'm here, so we need to go down, go right. I'll just sprint. Oh, still in investigation mode. Hopefully that was correct. Oh. course we can help. This is pretty exciting. And I suppose I could have just followed her. Wasted time looking at the map. I knew that would be relevant. The first thing, I mean, I guess I worry about where my parents are, but I would have been like, why did you leave that woman? Don't tell me our parents both died.
Even after 10 years, meeting your ex still feels kind of strange. Or maybe it doesn't if you don't still have feelings for her. And maybe it doesn't if the whole world isn't on the brink of war. I don't even know why I agreed to see Kat that day. My thoughts were still lingering on my work. My unit was responsible for the safety of one of the most important visitors Yara had seen in a long time. Joseph Banny, Foreign Minister of Drovia. Whatever came of his negotiations with our president could make or break the relationship between our planets for generations to come. Yet here I was, fighting with my ex about how often I should call my daughter, pretending that it mattered.
Of course it matters. What a great voice actor. That is a quality voice. Hear what I said. I was distracted. Re-listening to the radio. I'm sorry, Kat, they were talking about Banny. The whole thing has really put me on edge. You haven't changed. You know how important it is this time. That's what he said every time. Let's talk about Laura. You never visit her. You don't even call her back. I watched that awful movie over there. That was a month ago. Let's be honest. Reminds me of our life together. You never seemed to care much at the time. You keep telling yourself that, kid. Oh, that's rough. You were never home. I was starting out with the CDI. None of us were ever home. The CDI. I've been having a discussion for a decade. Laura's a teenager now, and it'd be good for her if she had a second parent to talk to, and good for me. It's important. She's home and I won't be bothering you. I have an appointment. Yeah. Let's go see her.
As I started walking home, I felt angry at myself. Not for failing to show my daughter how much I cared for her, but for actually not caring as much as she would have deserved. At least that's what I thought I felt like at the time. I was under a lot of pressure due to Banny's visit, and I found it hard to think about anything other than work.
That work-life balance is rough, especially this day and age. With I don't know how I found my way there. I could have took 2 different routes on the way. I guess it probably would have stopped me from doing that. Laura? Don't look at the screen. Stop by and say hello. No, it was my idea. It's that novel coming along. Will I ever get to read it? Working on a different text. It's for a contest. I need to finish it soon. I'm in kind of a hurry. Hate the last one. It's cute. I don't seem to have investigative mode, but I assume that will transfer to this as well. Can I go upstairs? Nope. Okay. Suppose I'll walk around aimlessly till something happens. I can download some news. That's pretty cool. Check it out. 2 missed news. I just want to see what else we got here. Smoked in total. Okay. So we're on Gara, right? Did I say that? Ah, so it's travel to these places, I suppose. So we're 0 seconds away from Gara. So Drovia's foreign minister, Joseph Banny, is here. He's one of the most radical critics of the Garian state and its colonial activities, fighting for autonomy on Drovia's part. He wants Drovia's full emancipation from Garia. They don't expect President Robertson, who I assume is the Garian president. The experts in Robertson's ministry declared themselves against granting the colony more rights and liberties, especially in light of the Saviant Front's growing influence on Drovia. They are an extremist branch of the Saviant religion and infamous for defending backwards anti-scientific positions. Okay. Sector 2 incident, 40th anniversary. So this is 40 years later, I suppose. So I wonder if we're going to run into Mira as a 40x-year-old. I guess 50-ish. Sector 2 incident erupt into New Jorn's colonization efforts. A series of explosions in the colonial mines, which were probably those Garian boxes that we saw. So the residential tunnels collapsed and resulted in over 1,000 deaths. Dangerously negligent construction projects. New Jorn shut down its colonization project for good. So they've forbidden construction of another New Jorn colony on Drovian ground, so they were kicked off of Drovia. Here we go. 55-year-old Mira Main and her husband Noah. See, disagree. I'm sorry. That kid ran. Are among the incident's few survivors. Both were able to reach one of the few safe rooms when the explosion started rocking the colony, narrowly escaping certain death. Parents were as lucky. She spent the rest of her youth as an orphan in her grandmother's care. She still suffers from PTSD. Sad. Wonder if we run into her. I assume so. Is this an option for me to like not smoke? I wonder if that's one of the things that we can do. Stay alive for Laura, you know.
I looked at my reflection in the glass and down at the layers of city below my feet. I wondered why I'd opened up to Kat about feeling weird at our old place. I didn't want her to think I still missed her. Maybe I did, because something still hurt when I saw her. Although it might just have been the memory of not getting something we wanted, of having failed. As good as we may be at making sense of things, there are some we can't work into the narrative.
Mr. Conrad. That's me. It's me, Neil Conrad. Contact sysadmin. Great. Check my cell. So I have a new email. I should read these too. Hope you read this message in time. ID scanner broke. Enter the backup key code, which is updated every month, 92064. I'll keep you updated on the ID system status. Alright, let's read these. What day is it? So the meeting tomorrow is at 4 o'clock, room 174. Yeah, that looks like a government email. Drovian classmates, hey Dad, I tried to call you, but it looks like this was yesterday. Looks like you're busy again. I wanted to tell you about something that happened in class. Remember those Drovian siblings? They got in a huge fight with some classmates over the whole independence thing. Felix said that Drovia would go down the drain without the Federation, and one of the Drovian kids flipped out. Some other people joined, and it got so bad that we had to call our teacher to stop them from hurting each other. They all got detention. I'll tell you more in person. I wonder if that's Mira and Noah's kids. Or kid. So it's going to give us a PIN number. And you can open it by pressing N. Once it's open, input numbers W, A, S, D, and E. Yeah. I'm cool with that. I just want to do it now. Oh, I see. I thought I had to press N after, I guess, the submission button. Gary, had the date with your ex go perfectly. Hope it's worth ditching me. Benny and Stafford with Robertson. They are invited to dinner with some fat cats. Things went over smoothly, nothing out of the ordinary. Benny's guys annoyed the F out of me. They like to call us colonialists. One more time I would have punched them. I'm happy that Johnson's responsibility for the rest of the day. Let's hope we're all getting along, but I'm not sure about. Did you read the article about the trade summit in the news today? Sure did. The one about Robertson not really planning on giving Banny anything. So the fact that I read it probably changed the possibility there. Like, I probably would have flubbed if I lied. What else do you think will happen? Drovian independence? Banny shouldn't get anything at all. We built the whole colony. The chief has scheduled a briefing tomorrow morning at 9. Okay. Horace. Let's feed him. Cutie. Can we cut him too? Guess not. Chair to sit in. Don't want to smoke. We'll skip that. Looks like I just received an email. Let's try to get that. I received something. Read about important people and places if you need to remember. I think I'm cool on these. Oh, cool. I thought it would open a whole thing. Oh, that's cool. I still have her last name, so matriarchal last name inheritance, or just like choice. Who knows? My partner and direct superior at the CDI is our friend Gary. Right. Joseph Banny at the CDI, the Central Department of Intelligence of the Guardian State, headed by its director and overseen by the AG. And the Federation is the strongest faction in the solar system, spanning Gara, as well as nations on Femur, Lore, and multiple moons. And I think we're cool on these. Humanity originated on Gara, so we're not from Earth. The planet where the Guardian colony called Sector 1 is located. So it's a Guardian colony. Sector 1. They're the ones who want independence. That's Banny. Millen is one of the 3 moons of Gara. The first to be inhabited and a gateway to space exploration. Themis is the first planet to be colonized. A lot of private companies. New Jorn is the first fully terraformed planet, the only real superpower besides Gara. And 6 planets eligible for colonization in the solar system. You know, thanks for talking to Laura. Cool. Let's go to sleep. A.m. Day after. Can I get a call? Everything alright. Banny's been shot. So he's the Drovian visitor. Leader. He's dead. Did I just get framed? Oh. It's a 15-minute train ride. I'll be right there. Okay.
Fuck! How could that happen? I didn't even dare think about the impending political aftermath. If this was indeed murder, it couldn't be. I hope there was a mistake. Maybe Gary had gone crazy. Maybe I was dreaming. Foreign Minister Banny's death could be the tipping point in the conflict between Gyara and Drovia. This whole visit was meant to ease tensions between our planets. Now it could lead to war. The first interplanetary war. Fuck, Neil, snap out of it. You'll figure this out. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, you said it's a 15-minute train ride. Looks like they've blocked off the steps to kind of give me a linear path. Then some more news. Not thinking anything. Hopefully this actually like pauses. More and more inhabitants of Drovia have been demanding stronger Sabian representation in the government. Why is it that so many Sabians live in Sector 1 in the first place? Find out today. Alright, kicked off its construction of Sector 1, 1798. New Jordan was making their own dome. Its economy would rely on the mining and export of tellurium. Mere weeks after they started to inhabit it, underground explosions, catastrophe, anti-science stance is being blamed for the neglectful architecture. The Interplanetary Court ruled the Savient-led colonization projects on Drovia and across the solar system were to be halted. And Gara was given exclusive access for 50 years. Gara provided humanitarian aid to the nearby colony, evacuating survivors and tending to the wounded. And they offered anyone who lost their home a chance to migrate to Sector 1, which many preferred to returning to New Joran. And the Savant population there has started growing and became a majority, and that's why they want independence. Okay. Here's the train station. Hopefully. Yeah, I remember this now. How do I get on? I get a ticket. Let's see. Press E and hops right on. Pretty cool. I don't know how to ask it or how to ask it for a destination. I guess it auto selected for me, or it's story bound contextual destinations from where I am in the story. I did notice on the GOG page that I believe this game had an estimated 5.5 hours of gameplay, so I'll likely split this up into multiple videos. I'm not sure if I'll close them out formally or just splice it up, and then I believe the GOG page said up to 12 hours of completionist gameplay. Sometimes I'm a completionist, sometimes I'm not. We'll see where this game takes us. Fill me in, Gary. Shot by a sniper while he was on the balcony. Secretary was with him. Clean headshot. Staff shaken up. New developments. Sniper hit their target and ran. Questioning the staff, the secretary and priest said no. The bodyguards refused to talk. Bunch of radical Drovian nationalists, conspiracy nuts. Must be empathetic here. They're all traumatic. If they're refusing to cooperate, I'm taking them in. Ms. Gara, not a lawless rock. You say priest? Banny staff, spiritual advisor, Savient front member. Effing annoying. Calroy says he can barely keep him away from Banny's body. A weird ritual. From the opposite high rises. I've already started to look into it, and I think we can rule out the casino. They ramped up security tonight because of an event. It's impossible to get a gun in there and very stupid. We tracked down the perp and gave Young a hand. Big S shell. I can't believe he got shot. What did I miss? I mean, we checked everything, kept tabs. Benny seemed to be in nobody's crosshairs. How in God's name could it happen? Quick results. Might be war if we don't get this right. Get up there and find out where the shot came from, report back. I have a few phone calls to make. Talk to Young. Alright. I just want to look around before we head inside. Go to the side. It's a kid, I can't believe it. These just look like the bodyguards, maybe. No, leave us alone. Oh, there. I saw there was some people talking in that other room. Probably the priest. Middle of the night, there's a dead guy on the balcony. Tuesday, it's Friday. Gary's been acting like, himself. Setting my mobile lab. Our #1 priority is to find out where the shot came from. Chief, prepare the case sheet. Submit it as soon as you think you got it. Take a look around, talk to Banny's staff. We're still missing an important piece. We didn't find the bullet yet. Okay. Ice bullet. Oh, I was like, what is that? Question mark. It was my cursor that I had left there. Press H to toggle outline mode. Oh, cool. Orange means they have something to tell me. Yellow's interactable. Blue means new information. Gray means nothing new. And they can change. It's weird how the buildings back there are lining up. I guess I'll probably have to go out on the balcony and look. Disappeared into the wall right behind this closet. It's locked. So obviously the bullet's probably in there. It's locked, so we need the key. Let's head out here before we have the bodies out here. I'm gonna talk to... I guess we can look at the body before we do anything. Rocket tower. It houses some multimedia conglomerate, 300 meters. Let's write that down. Because I don't know. Oh, pauses. What was it? Rocket tower? 300 meters? Sakura Hotel. Fancy place even at a distance, 150. Okay, Sakura Hotel, 150 meters. I don't like how it pauses when I exit out. Sorry, let me move that. No. Casino. Gary said that it's probably not the casino, but might help disguise the sound of a gunshot. Was it 200 meters? Gadel Hotel. Those are all over the city, 180. Gadel Hotel. I'll hide the notepad so you can see it too. Okay. And the body. For Mr. Banny is dead as it gets. Clean headshot. That's all we get from that. Ah, cool. So we know there's at least 2 more clues. And that's our case sheet. Let's go talk to these guys. Two wooden spheres dubbed Bawas. Sabians used them when praying together. Does that just show up here? I was wondering what, if there's any. You with CDI? I am. Priest Arjan, Banny's spiritual advisor. Let me take off Mr. Banny's jewelry. It's very important. Free the dead of their worldly possessions must be done before the soul has completely left the body, and we are running out of time. I have a feeling a decision's about to come up, and I have to decide whether or not to let him touch it. Oh, maybe not. Do you believe in something? Personal convictions are irrelevant. The CDI has a clear protocol. I believe in protocol. I will be very careful. I will make sure not to alter any of the evidence. I feel like if we're trying to keep the peace, this guy's apparently very important in the Savian religion. Let's go talk to the rest of the staff. We already talked to your colleagues, so they are the bodyguards. Key to the cupboard. Prefer if you didn't mess with anything. I want this handled by your own people. The sniper will be off planet. We'll share our findings. Like you promised to protect Mr. Vanny. I understand you're upset. You don't want to fight. It's convenient for Gara that one of the champions for Jovian independence is out of the picture. Please calm down. We're all on the same side. I understand how you feel. We need to get to them quickly. If they have another target, we need to find out now. Please be reasonable. I'm not your enemy. You decide if your personal grudges are more important than your people's safety. Much obliged. Anything else in here? Okay. What did it say red was? Didn't tell me what red was. Okay. You were talking about our plans for breakfast. Pretty close. Working for him for a long time. I do want to ask that, but I also want to express my sympathy. Joseph has been on the edge lately. What if the sniper comes back? Sniper's long gone. They had a clear target. I was standing to the right. I was standing to his right, and he fell away from me. So you think the shot came from one of the buildings on the right? Okay, good to know. Let's open this up. Bullet was inside the cupboard. Come on. She's taking a look at the bullet, and what does that give us? This kind of projectile usually doesn't go very far. Comparatively small rifle to disguise the gunshot. No more than 200 meters, 250 tops. So, if we pull up our notepad, and I believe I have these in sort of reverse order. Let's rearrange them. That's an R Sakura. So this is left to right. And I mean, he's a bit left on the balcony, but I feel like that means it's one of these. So I feel like it's the Sakura Hotel, if we believe it's not the casino. So it's got to be that. Forgot what? Forgot to give me something. Submit the sheet I sent you. Okay. So the bullet says it's a smaller caliber rifle. Let's check it out one more time. So I mean, if he fell that way, it could feasibly be this, but I think Gary told us it's basically not going to be that. It's got to be Sakura Hotel, because that's too far away. Let's, I'm confident. Let's hit it. Talk to Young. Saw you submitted. Report back to Gary. Oh, we did say we'd tell him if we had anything. Nope. Gary should be right here. Probably came from the Sakura Hotel. I'm sending Saito to lock the place down. Let's cut him some slack. They help me find the bullet. They are special circumstances.
It wasn't until I was on my way back to the train that I noticed the park's obscene size. The night was cool, and the Mansion District was probably the quietest place in the whole center. It was one of the last spots in the area where buildings hadn't been stacked on top of each other like toy blocks. My head was unusually clear, and to my surprise, I noticed that I was in a good mood. In retrospect, I believe that it stemmed from a sense of purpose driving me forward that night.
Got a phone call. The police got an anonymous tip from the Sakura Hotel. I didn't get a lot of details. They were in contact with a suspicious person. You got the right building. I wonder if I picked the wrong building, what would have happened? Just like, they just say, oh, you're wrong. We got a tip about the Sakura Hotel. No consequences. Maybe it all sort of adds up and I could be punished later or something. Is that Gary already here? I don't know how he beat me. I don't know what the phone icon that shows up in the corner. If that's supposed to be, and I'm supposed to go up, I just want to look. Like when it starts flashing and then I check it and there's nothing new. So that's Saito, he just looks like Gary, I guess just in the light because he's bald. The rest of us have cars. Locked down the hotel and told the staff that nobody could go in or out. Holloway's keeping an eye on everybody. Flew drone up to the highest room. What a sniper might be. It's empty. Lights out, no signs. I just see lights in the room below. Maybe the guests saw or heard. The sniper's room was rented out to Diaz. I got his ID chip number. Running it a citywide search. No successes. We don't know what he looks like. Rich people in their privacy. I opened a sheet. Okay. It's a cool little particle effect. What do you tell the staff? A dangerous criminal escaped from the hotel. Let me know if you get a hit. I'm guessing that it's going to be sort of like a murder mystery, and I need to decide who is Diaz in the hotel or something like that, and then like they'll confirm it afterwards once Saito gets the ID back. Can answer a few questions. Do you have any relevant information on Mr. Diaz? Nothing. Payment info, ID number sent. Do you have a key card? Please be careful not to disturb any of our guests. Agent Long, Gary Long is here. I've got a key card. Let's have a look at Diaz's room. Keep it down in the quarters and mind the carpets. We'll head up, but I do want to look around a bit. I'm watching the witnesses while you're upstairs. Okay. So we're heading up. See if I can talk to him. Okay. Just head up. Is that what they said, 822? Okay, I don't have control. The gun's out. I'm assuming I don't actually have to fire the gun in this game. Almost empty whiskey bottle, a pretty expensive one. Judging by the receipt. Piece of paper, empty except for a strange hand-drawn symbol in the middle. Might be relevant. Fancy bathtub, maybe the perp used it. We should have the whole bathroom checked for DNA. Okay. Gary, come here. What did we find? A piece of the window pane was cut out and put back. They used a pocket laser cutter. It'd have to be a really good shot. I saw a tiny bloodstain on the carpet below. Maybe the perp cut himself handling the glass. Call the DNA guys. Let me know when you're done. Yeah, that is what that is. Is this a door? What is this? And I think we are done. Let's check her out. So we need the perp's hair. They probably have not a whiskey bottle. We don't know if a viola case yet, but maybe a cut arm. Their beard is, we don't know. Okay. Like we gotta talk to the witnesses to know much else. Is that something? No. Alright. Can we... What's down here? Oh yeah, they said that. The person below might have heard something. We're not gonna draw a gun on her. Stay calm. I'm the CEO of Norton Robotics. I'm serious. she is too. Now, in the middle of a high-profile investigation, would you mind calling off your drone? Everybody wants a piece of me these days. Did you hear gunfire earlier? No, I heard some noise earlier, sometime between 1 and 2. Thought someone had popped a cork. So I got a text message. Anything else? Make it quick, I'm a busy one. Do you know your upstairs neighbor? Even though tell him never saw him. Heard him take a phone call at around 11, so a noise between 1 and 2 on the phone at around 11. Pacing up and down until they picked up anyone in his room. He spoke too, so it was a live conversation. Might not have been in Garian. So it's forcing me out. Fair. I wonder if I get a complaint for walking in with the receptionist. Yeah. Should have a look around. It's no crime scene, you never know. Alright, let's go talk to the witnesses, or the detained persons. Saito. Tried to find out how he escaped. Vanny was shot at 1:39. Diaz left shortly after that, between 1:45 and 2:15. We have an idea when he left. But how? There's a functioning ID scanner at the door that only picked him up once, when he arrived. Give me 1 moment. I need to plug in the printer for my wife. And we're back. There's a functioning ID scanner at the door. Only picked him up once when he arrived. He can't have left through the front door. Could he still be here? No. He must have gone out through the back door. My theory is picked up by a getaway driver in the backyard. There's a vehicle tracker on the launch pad that scans each car at the exact time it lands there. Cars are not allowed to stick around for long on the launch pad. Quick deliveries and pickups. I went to ask the guard to pull the data. Someone had turned it off. I have to find out who turned it off. If we can't confront whoever helped Diaz get away, we might find out where he went. I'm sending a sheet to your cell. Submit it as soon as you think you know who disabled the tracker. The guard said your AR module can read it directly from the scanner on the launch pad. If you met Mr. Diaz, guess from the 8th floor. lighten a drink at the bar after he arrived. The viola he was carrying. Did he show it to you? No, kept it in his case. What does he look like? A redhead with a beard. Did you see anyone leave? Didn't really pay attention. We gave a concert earlier. Okay, so potentially. Cool. Redhead with a beard. We don't know what color it is, but continue talking and looking. Have you ever met Mr. Diaz? Did you see anyone leave? Had a lot of dishes to do after the concert. I have a young boy at home. Might want to give them a call. It might be a while. Okay. Just walk around a bit more. And the guard is out here. Met Mr. Diaz. Nope. See anyone leave at night? A bunch of people got picked up after the concert. It started at 20:30. It took about 3 hours. So 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11:30. But some people stuck around a little longer. I mean, this was way after that, I know. I heard the vehicle tracker was turned off tonight. Do you know why that is? Said it was offline. I just turned it back and it seems to be running fine now. It's only been there for 2 days. Can't be turned off anywhere else. I usually ask Felicia or Burned to take over and keep an eye on everything. Felicia's the bartender, the one who won't shut up about her stupid kid. Burn's the pianist. Felicia at 22, it's 10. Burned at 12:45. Both for 15 minutes. Let's write that down really quick. And just use the. Let's put pianist, so I don't remember their names. And was it 10 something? 10 o'clock. For 15 minutes each. See if there's anything. Let's go check this out before we go question them. Because this will probably tell us when the car left. Oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's upset. They always stole your whiskey in the backyard. Nice. Forgot to bring in part of tonight's shipment. Most of the whiskey dropped off by car. When did they land? I saw them arrive when I went back in after a break. It was at 22:10. So he came out for a break while Felicia was here. I don't know. Yeah. While she was here. Precisely at 22:10. Let me tap that down. Whiskey delivered. Okay. Sure about the time? I was looking at my cell at the moment. Alright. Was that all the info I could get from that? Oh, that's whiskey. I thought the vehicle lock or whatever. There we go. That's what I actually wanted. I thought that was like a control panel, not whiskey. So what are we looking at here? The time will be somewhere down here. 2015 is when car. I thought he said 22:10 is when Oh, I guess that's one that left. I don't know. Oh, 22. Sorry. That was probably every car coming to the backyard. Alright, let's go question them and see if we can make heads or tails of what's going on. About the vehicle tracker. You know, you took over for the guard. Why would I turn off the tracker? I don't even know how. About the vehicle tracker. It was turned off. Did you stand in for the guard tonight? I did, but just for a few minutes, and I touched nothing. Was the tracker still on? I don't know. I just sat there until we came back. Okay. Let's see if he has anything else for us. He doesn't. So I think. So do we have? I can't look at the. Well, let me look at the data. I don't know if we need it, but so we don't have any logs past 10, which is like where the interesting stuff happened. Because the pianist wasn't watching until 12:45. So I don't know if this is even useful. Do I have enough information? Oh, this guy knows something. What did he look like? Never met him. He started e-check-in. Did you see anyone leave between 1:30 and 2:15? I was fast asleep upstairs. Your own room, do you live here? Yeah. About the tracker. My colleague said that a guard is in charge of the vehicle tracker, yeah. Operates around the clock, no hiccups. It was installed the day before yesterday. All right. So they all deny it. I just sat there until he came back. Why would I turn off the tracker? I wouldn't even know how. I think the fact that she won't shut up about her kid, I mean, obviously mom's gonna be worried about her kid, but I feel like the guard mentioning it too has to be something. Oh, do we want to ask her? Can we? She's not lit up or anything, but I thought maybe we could ask her about the whiskey shipment. I suppose not. Do we have all the clues? Is that enough information? I don't know. Registers every car coming to the backyard. Man. Bunch of people got picked up after the concert. Maybe we can improve our notes and maybe something will kind of come to light just thinking about it. I wish it didn't turn off my screen when I swap over. So the concert at 20:30 for 3 hours. So concert at 20:30 to 23:30. Well, let's do concert starts. 23:30. Concert ends. Just reorganizing my notes to be temporal. Okay. What else do we know? Felicia, let's verify. Felicia at 22, 45. Miss Morton said that he took a phone call at 11, so that's 23. Phone call. She phone call. Ish. Sometime between 1 and 2, she heard some noise. Between 1 and 2. Looking for more. Banny was shot at 1:39. They believe he left between 1:45 and 2:15. 1:39. Mrs. Norton heard noises. Banny. At 1:45 to 2:15. She escapes. Let's see if we have any other timestamps. Oh, we know you have the viola now. Is that everything we know? He takes a lot of breaks. Receptionist was upstairs. I wish he told us. I guess at 22:10. I feel like it could be the guard if the pianist was outside and the bartender was at the guard post, but he did say that the only place to turn it off was at the guard post. Just, why do all these timestamps seem off? If the shooter escaped at 1:45 to 2:15, the shooting was at 1:39, why would he? Oh, you know what? If he just turned it back on, what did he say? The guard. What I'm thinking now is the guard mentioned that he had to turn it back on when he took over, I believe. No idea, it's supposed to be running. So I just turned it back on and it seems to be running fine now. So if he just turned it back on, and presumably no vehicles have arrived since he turned it back on, because like we'd see him, right? Then this was the last entry. So whoever was here when this, like soon after this happened, then that person probably turned it off. And that person is probably the bartender because she was there at 22. I'm sorry, my notepad was in the way. So the bartender took over at 10 p.m., 2200, and turned it off at some point. Let's just run with that, and maybe that gets us what we want. That's all the information we have. We do know that he probably has a viola. We don't. I guess we might know if his beard is red, unless he dyed it blonde. But we can submit the case to the bartender. We'll see if that gets us anything. I'm afraid we have to have another chat. The kids have to go take care of. She's really trying to leave. Took over at 22. After that, no more vehicles were scanned. The guard said that people were picked up in the backyard all night. There was a delivery shortly after 10, but there's no record of it. The tracker must have been turned off. What's going on? To take you in for questioning. I don't know what he was up to. It's all about the money. He did kill someone, in fact. He offered me a drink. I thought he was going to hit on me, but he needed my help. And the visitor wanted to stay under the radar. He asked me if I could do him the favor and turn the tracker off and offered me a bunch of money. I need the money. I assumed it was a secret lover, a famous one. Wouldn't be the first. It's also pretty commonplace that our guests ask for special favors and all this and all. I saw Diaz leave tonight. He was picked up by a gun on the way, man. So they lied to me. I got this. Mike called him an anonymous tip. Seems right away they know. Man. Skinny tall guy with the red hair and a red beard. Can't tell anyone. I will think about it. I will think about it. Okay. Can talk to Gary. White van. She might have been an accomplice from the get-go. She called in the tip. We should have her arrested to be sure. Leave her be. Bigger fish to fry. Come on, Gary. Saito's got the trail on the weight band. Lower layers. Saito's heading back to the headquarters. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have this one too, right? Oh, but we can't submit it yet. And I'm gonna pause the video here and pick it up next time. Thanks for watching.